the rip. On the perspective of Chocolate, Chocolate Rain tries to go for that OS, gets to a double kill right off the rip and grabs the OS only to die right off the rip. And now this is going to be a great battle, a great series as we have 15 seconds drained off that clock.
Here we are on board with Crozen now. Somebody I actually teamed with in the Master Pre-Made a little bit while ago. On this ring angle, picking up 1 kill, 3 dead right now, or we get wiped. And Crozen moving into the enemy's VR platform. Controlling that angle, trying to get a couple of snipes. Unfortunately, not connecting the way that he probably wanted to. But sees, ooh, there we go. There goes Saigo 4K down into the respawn screen. 3 dead once again, where we get wiped, and the bomb is moving in. The thing they got to watch out for now, they have players on both Snipe side and on BR side. They got to watch out for we get wiped spawning out and potentially behind them as he slays. And really smart play here to try and waste this sniper rifle as well with the failure of this push.
Yeah, and the bomb gets reset right there. Yeah.
I think we get wiped forgot about Crozen. Thought maybe he left because he's still chilling in their BR. No one's really looking at him. That's really surprising to me, honestly.
Yeah. And now we see Flaky getting taken down as we see a couple exchanges in the blue pit. It was a 2v2 for only a matter of seconds as everybody's coming up off the respawn. Tyra is the only one waiting, but right there, Whimsy also hits the floor off screen. Crackdown now, and Whimsy, Chocolate now are all on the floor waiting to come up. We see some great plays out of Saigo 4K, trying to at least get some damage, and teammates should be able to pick that up for a nice double kill. I know that Saigo dropped, but they created a great opening, really just extinguished the fire that was presenting from the opposing team, and a killing spree right there for Benjo Stark. Great teamwork, grabs that OS and just starts moving on the prowl.
Yeah, I will shout out Chocolate here, leading the lobby with 9 kills. But Benjo, not far behind, only 1 behind, gets the perfect, manages to stay alive, kept the OS away from Worriers. It lasts for much more.
Yeah.
Although I kind of see in these teams a bit of a stalemate. You have Worriers with a bit of a lead in the Slay department, but they haven't really begun moving the bomb until just now. Correction on my part, my apologies. Bomb is now in the Warriors base. We get wide trying to move it in, but they are not going to succeed this time around. Flaky getting the bomb out his base.
Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. I did predict that it would be this way, but I was hoping that we would see a couple more plants. Both teams have really been frugal with their defense, just doing a great job of just neutralizing the threat whenever the opposing team gets to their 25-yard line. And let's see who wins this one. Tyra, she wins that one convincingly. I know she's waiting for her shields to pop out. Gets averaged right there. I believe it was Crackdown. Ooh, delivering the mail right there. Love to see that. Going to be a great opening, but 3 players from the blue squad are on the map now. 4. Let's see.
Blasted the bomb away, but I don't think it matters. They are outslaying still, but wow. I'm just amazed still with the return to sender play. Crozen hitting the no-scope, challenging out, somehow lives. He has a pixel left, and because of that living, Worriers is now first on the board.
Yeah. Love to see that. We got our first plant about 4 minutes into the map, if I am not mistaken. It's been a while since I've been in the casting booth, but it's a pleasure to be here with both of you. This is going to be amazing, but right now, Crozen hits the floor, switch to the perspective of Chocolate. It's a 3v3 now. Everybody contesting that 50-yard line with Eagle, the blue squad, just on the back foot. Now, all of a sudden, the pressure from the squad in red, Chocolate and company doing a great job of just putting that pressure onto the opposing team. They have a plant advantage here. We do see Chocolate hit the floor. The chocolate gets melted. I'm going to try to do as many chocolate puns as I can throughout this casting, throughout this cast. And just as I was giving them kudos, 3 down for Cobra, and this is a great opportunity for Eagle, Saigo, and company to be able to push up.
For the people at home watching, just in case you did not already know, the Eagle team is we get wiped. That's Tyra, Saigo, Benjo, Stark, Whimsy. We have Worriers on Cobra, which is Frozen, Crackdown, Flaky, and Chocolate. Speaking of Flaky, he grabs the nade from Saigo. A little bit ill-advised since it was missing the pin, but, you know, don't always know everything going on. Now we get wiped, trying to answer back, get this plant. Saigo does not live through it. Whimsy trying to do it as well. Crackdown, the last chance, trades out with Tyra. Benjo, though, not close enough to continue that arm. Or is he? He's going to do his level best here. But Caster Skurs comes in. Chocolate takes him down. And doesn't look like we're going to get a tie here out of We Get Wiped just yet.
Yeah, right now, just a great opportunity for Tyra and company to grab a good foothold of the map. But as I say that, Caster Curse comes in once again, 3 down for them, and Crackdown will start to push up, calling information out for the teammates, chasing that, and this should be an OS going into the favor of the squad in red once again. Love to see that. Crackdown with the extra shields gets the shot. Everybody's shooting really straight right now. I can see why this is the Masters division. Does not look like me in matchmaking. They're actually hitting their shots. And all jokes aside, Crackdown just taking a second to slow down here, analyze what's happening. Chocolate is tapped, so let's see if they pop up on the kill feed. They do. A great play out of the squad in blue to be able to neutralize the momentum that was building for Crackdown and company.
And you were mentioning how they seem to be kind of taking their time. One of the peculiarities with mixed league is, despite the fact these people know each other from years and years of playing with and against, you still have 1s and 2s coming together and being formed onto essentially random teams that stay together for the season. Which, by the way, if you are interested in playing in this season, signups are currently closed, but we do need subs at all levels. If you want to sign up for that, you can do that anytime. But back to my point, with the fact that these teams are sort of randomly assembled, you're commenting on them just kind of feeling each other out. Yes, they know each other, but maybe they haven't played with this specific set of 4, or even set of 3. Maybe they haven't played against this specific set of 3 or 4, however it is. So they are still trying. It's week 2. They may still be trying just to figure out, how do these people play when they're on my team versus against me? Because they might do something completely different. And speaking of doing something different, Chocolate here, being a little bit of a troll, holding the bomb in the corner there, keeping it away from We Get Wiped. And I love the cheekiness of that. Because while they're running around looking at their base, trying to find Chocolate, he's chilling back at his. Doesn't have to do much of anything.
Yeah, a great point. I do want to kind of shout out the new caster in the HRL, Dragar. Whenever I'd play Ace with him, he kind of just, I know we're seeing some great action right here with the OS I need to call out. Great plays out of Whimsy, just playing their life right now. But Dragar would hold the bomb like at the bottom of the base where the kind of arched windows are. Excuse me, I don't know that call out, but it was so infuriating. Eventually we caught on to it and we'd be like, oh, we can't see the bomb. We know exactly where it is. But right now, 3.5 minutes remain with a plant going. Almost, but the opposing team is able to reset that bomb, or at least get it on its way to reset. And yep, there she goes off the map, and now back to bottom mid.
Kind of ties into that point. You're trying to feel each other out, but you also got to remember, hey, you're still playing this. You got to keep an eye on them. These guys, it's not like you're hopping on a Smurf and going into matchmaking and playing against people who like, oh, this looks cool, I'll play it for the weekend. No, these people know what they're doing. And you got to watch out for those sneaky plays like Benjo did. He very nearly got away with it.
Yeah. Snapshots don't connect though. Backs off. Shields are blinking. Tries to get away. And does. Saigo continuing to live. The bomb resets. Ooh, that would have been a nasty trade.
And it would have. But 2.5 minutes left on the game clock right now. 2.5 minutes or We Get Wiped to make a bomb plant here. They need to do that before Time expires. If they don't, game number 1 will go to Worriers. And Worriers is kind of just holding We Get Wiped back pretty effectively. Slating difference has gotten a little better, pretty much even at this point. But even though Tyler picks up that good kill on Crackdown, all dead for a minute for We Get Wiped, and bomb in the hands of Worriers. They're moving it into We Get Wiped's base. They're not content to wait out the time clock. They're wanting to get a second plan here and assure their victory.
Yeah, speaking of that clock, about 100 seconds remain in this map 1. The spotter badge comes through for Flaky, who's just letting their teammate know. Right now, I feel like the callouts throughout Crackdown's team is just live, stay alive, stay alive. We don't got to be overly aggressive. We just got to make sure they don't get a plant here in the next 90 seconds. A double kill for the squad in blue, not individually, but as a team, comes up clutch for them as they're able to almost clear out their base. The nice reversal onto Benjo Stark. Crackdown, and what they've been ratting at the bottom base for like the last 30 seconds or so. That's quite impressive. Good IQ coming out from them. They're doing a great job of just neutralizing any potential the squad in blue, Eagle, Tyra, Snipes and company have to come back in this map. And as I say that, they get the second plant.
And it might be possible on this map to get 2 bomb arms in quick succession using the repulse to blast it into the enemy base, get it in there real fast. But I think that's all she wrote, unless some Christmas miracle occurs in the next 40 seconds. We're going to see Worriers go up 1-0 in this series. And I would say both these teams actually are really itching for wins. Both these teams lost their week 1 match. They are both 0-1.
Mm-hmm.
So neither of these teams wants to give it up. And here we go with the bomb once again just being held. I don't know if that's chocolate or not, but just holding it and throwing it off the map and frustrating any attempt being made by We Get Wiped as Flaky just picks up more and more and more assists.
Yeah.
And 0 on the clock. And that is game 1 victory for Worriers.
Snipes on her perspective, just trying to curve slide to bottom mid. I know a lot of players, instead of going to top mid for that snipe, they'll just go to bottom mid, try to grab that repulse and see if the snipe player just drops down without too much on their mind. But right as I say that, almost at the snap of the fingers, we see 3-0 in favor of Worriers, if I am not mistaken here. Camo's about to come up, Crackdown at that bottom tower. Information is distributed and gets a nice slay onto Whimsy to extend their lead to 6-0. Now 7.
Off the map, it looks like Benjo making the best play he could in that situation. 7-0 though. Lakey with the camo. Let's stick with him. See what he does with this camouflage. And the caster's curse comes into full effect right there. What a shame.
I could feel the tension. Everybody in the booth was like, "Let's see what," and then it happened to that.
And I should not have said anything.
Not to cut you off there. It's 4-8 right now, and what else is on your mind?
Oh, 4-8. We Get Wiped is kind of getting back off their back foot here. It's kind of up right now to Worriers to keep the pressure up, and it seems like they've almost kind of stopped. They were on a really good run right until Flaky basically died with that camouflage. They're still in the lead, still a 3-kill lead. And Slayer, you win by an inch or a mile, does not matter. But again, I'm really wanting to see that same pressure that Worriers was doing earlier in the game, just throughout. And I wonder if the fly in the wall is talking to them, because all 4 dead. Or We Get Wiped. And an overkill extermination. I can't believe we missed that. But that's how it works sometimes. Overkill exterm out of chocolate. I guess the fly on the wall was talking directly to him.
Well, right there, I did see We Get Wiped with the perfect C-plat setup, and then chocolate just said, no, I'm not giving you that, and just immediately wiped. We get wiped right now. But we do see the squad in blue have a good little response here. I know they gave up that C hold, but now they had like an opportunity to kind of like flip the pressure on the map. And right now, Chocolate just having to play their life here on a little bit of the back foot here. QT's back to sandbags. Let's see if it pays off. It does with an extra slay. That lead still is in favor of Warriors by 5. 9 minutes remain. Back and forth, looking like he's played some split gate with excuse me. Whimsy with the plays right there. That's some Whimsy casting right now coming out of me. Just yapping a little bit too much out of practice. Will they get the extra slay? They at least get the trade onto Chocolate. The lead is now down to 2 as that sniper is up. Benjo grabs it, and Frenetic, what else are you seeing?
I'm wanting to see what Benjo does with this. I wonder. Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayhem. Over to Benjo Stark. Hopefully the Caster's Curse does not come into play. Benjo staying alive at tower with sniper rifles. He's Crozen, gets the assist. He's another person, bottom tower. And he's pursuing. Not just chasing, he's pursuing. He's alive. You kind of see this too. Everything's very, very how'd you put it? Very, very feeling each other out.
I'd be honest and I'd just say sloppy. Both teams are making mistakes. They have great opportunities, and it feels like if they clean it up, they would both be able to just, frankly, run away with it. But sometimes Slayers, you just can't find your foothold, and it's all about just making the least amount of mistakes, regardless of what level you see. And right now, it feels like Cobra Warriors are just not able to stop making mistakes because they are staying on staggered spawns. They should slow down, take an extra second to see what's happening, gather the information to get close to their teammates and see if it pays off. Right there, you saw the team shot pay off in the long run, but we get wiped. 33 compared to Warriors 30 with 7.5 minutes remaining. We're at, as you say, the halfway point in the Slayer with passing that 30 kill mark. Let's see how things start to close out.
This is, if we get wiped, this is what you want. You want to come back from that probably pretty frustrating for them Fortress Bomb game, where it felt like, despite the fact they were picking up a bunch of kills, they weren't really able to do a whole heck of a lot. Now though they're up by a good 7 kills, up 8 kills, thanks to Benjo. They're feeling pretty good right now, and now they've got Warriors back foot. Wouldn't have known it from the way that this game started out. Warriors going up 7-0, but now Warriors, they're just kind of getting caught out individually. They're trapped on A as well, as you have Saigo pushing in. He wants an overkill of his own.
Has to reload though. Depends on the teammate to at least get one. I'm not sure if they did. Doesn't seem like it. Seemed like another teammate had to help out there, if I'm not mistaken. You see everybody gathering at A plat right now, and it's a 2v2 here. I love me some live fire doubles right now. Back to a 1v1 situation for only a matter of a second. For a second, as those respawns start to come up for everybody in the lobby. Benjo's the last one to respawn in. Let's see if they do. They are 4v4 on live fire on the perspective of Flaky. Now let's see how things unfold. 4 kills remain. 4 we get wiped to take this game 2, and it can still be an opportunity for a comeback, but as each second passes, the hope starts to slowly diminish. But that nice snipe out of Chocolate really will create some momentum as Tyra
Look at this,
might
like,
get
3-man wrecking ball going on. You have Chocolate, you have Flaky, and looks like Crackdown as well, all running together. And there's Crozen. Now they have the whole 4-man wrecking ball there. Oh, I would not stand next to the frag grenades, but I guess they were already gone.
Can't die,
And
can't die.
wow, it's 48-45. Up 49-45 as Benjo comes in from out of nowhere from the top rope. 49-46. No more mistakes can be had by Warriors.
Yeah, let's see if we get wiped. I decide to say YOLO like it's 2012, or will Warriors be patient and just take advantage of the mistakes being made by We Get Wiped. Crackdown gets one onto Bench of Stark. Ooh.
Who's it? Oh no!
No.
And by the skin of the teeth, 50 to 48. Almost kill essentially 2 people at once. You need to kill both whoever's shooting at you from gold. You also need to clear out white tower or control tower, whatever you like to call it. Just if you clear out one but not the other, they might say rotate the ball. They might just keep nailing you in the back and break the push. So let's
M&K
see
right there.
the M&K action from Tyra Snipes. Goodness gracious, making me feel old.
That's the one thing I was kind of mentioning when we were loading into the actual cast, and I'm kind of becoming an M&K gamer on Halo. I'm gonna play controller. I'm just always gonna play controller on Halo. But let's get back to the action here. Tyra with the active camo, she continues to gain some good information. Unfortunately, isn't able to use that power item to its fullest potential. Chocolate would try to grab that ball, immediately dribbles it into the gold stairs, but a great play out of Whimsy just to hop onto that triple stack. A player in red will continue to grab that ball. Flaky with the long distance engagement. Let's see if Crackdown's able to escape this one with their life. That would be highway, or like a highway robbery. I forget. Sorry, I'm only 23. I don't know. I'm kidding. That's just me flubbing. But all jokes aside, Crackdown was able to stay alive here. Chocolate will grab that skull. Tick, tick, tick for Warriors as that trade should go through. The killing spree badge comes up. And what are you seeing, Frenetic?
Well, we have Worriers first on the board. So far, they've been able to get 17 seconds and counting of mostly uncontested time. Thus far, We Get Wiped has not had the opportunity to touch that ball, and here comes VR in the hands of Flaky. Picks up 1 assist, does not pick up more than that. Doing great damage here, staying alive as long as he can over at batteries, being a total pest for We Get Wiped. 20 seconds on the board, but one of the interesting little things about Halo Infinite, the way it plays oddball compared to maybe other Halos if you have played them in the past, that game clock will stop when you're holding the ball. So there is a potential win condition if Warriors keeps We Get Wiped away from that ball for the remaining 3 minutes and counting of the game. I would recommend that they don't do that, but they could, technically. And it would give them the win for this round.
Yeah, no.
I would say that's a pretty terrible idea. But what's not a terrible idea is Crozen pushing in through gold pipes, getting the double kill. Play some warning shots over at top gold. Doesn't connect with any of them, unfortunately. But and the one-hit melee. I have to love it.
Yeah.
But still, no touching of the ball by We Get Wiped. They don't seem to be going for it very urgently, and it's just they've gotten 3 down at this point. I'd be kind of surprised they don't go for the ball. Oh, there we go, fly on the wall, listening in. But yeah, they seem to be just taking their sweet time to get it. And on the one hand, makes sense if the game clock stops, but just you play that too close, that can actually end up hurting you in the end.
Yeah, and right now we do see things kind of close within competitive range. It's only a 1 second difference, but on recharge, it's so hard to grab the ball. I think it's the hardest map for an objective player to do their thing. I know we all think of Streets Oddball, where you need to play it and rotate it, but that to me seems a little bit more formulaic. The sticky nades don't connect. I thought for a second we were going to see a nasty double kill, but the purple shock rifle instead might be the play. Almost connects, but gets 2 body shots right there and no trades. That's going to be a little unfortunate as We Get Wiped will be able to grab the skull. But to finish my point, when I'm playing Recharge Oddball, I feel like I have to be super picky about the opportunities I'll grab that ball. Of course, if I see an immediate 2 down, maybe even 3 down, or of course 4 down, I'll go and grab it. But even then, it's not secure. Maybe someone's throwing off your spawn. Maybe someone is just ratting, just waiting for you to grab it, baiting you. Whimsy goes down. Flaky also hits the floor. but it's tricky. It's a tricky map to be a great objective player in. Right now, Frenetic, what else are you seeing? Because we're just seeing some great action in the Slayer department as Croza connects with those nades.
90 seconds and counting on the game clock. We have Warriors ball in hand. They're doing their best to bring this back. Drops the ball just as the game score is tied. I'm not sure why I didn't see quite what was going on there, but that might be the fault of Benjo Stark. But Chocolate comes in from behind, takes him down. Ball is chilling out bottom middle as Chocolate's going for it. He's doing no, he's getting slays, getting ball time. Minute 13 left on the clock, and we have now the ball at Hydro. One of my more preferred places to have it, just because it is so easy to play that ball out as soon as your setup starts breaking. Like, oh, the VR team's got 3 teammates down. That's okay. You just chuck the ball off the map.
Yeah, and right now I feel like this is the opportunity and the lead that might secure Warriors this round 1 victory. Crozon does go down, but they create enough of a distraction where Crackdown has at least a couple extra moments to squeeze the life out of that skull, grab a couple more time on the clock, a little bit more time on that clock, excuse me. Flaky, on their perspective, will go for that fresh shock rifle. No skin on that shock rifle. Come on, put a skin on that shot.
Don't need a skin. Come on.
But doesn't connect right there. 2 down for Warriors. Wow. We get wiped. Still have every single member of their team on the lobby, and this might be a great opportunity for them to really make things competitive once again. The pressure from Warriors is just not enough to break the setup that we get wiped. Have Chocolate now with some damage goes into bottom A. Crackdown at top A. Flaky cleaning up the damage at gold, and right now Saigo hits the floor. It's a 2v1 in favor for We Get Wiped, so they still have a great opportunity here. They only need 20 or so seconds with that same amount of time slowly draining off the clock.
Yeah, and if at this point now with 10 seconds and counting on the clock, it comes down to this battle here between Crackdown and Whimsy, and Whimsy wins it. 7 seconds on the game clock. Whimsy can't really afford to be dropping the ball right now. Or, I'm sorry, this Tyra, my mistake, but Cassius Curse comes in because I called the wrong person. Round 1 goes to Worriers. And I mean, it kind of just came down to, it's something they could have pulled out. We Get Wiped if they had managed to hold on to the ball there. The Whimsy and Tyra both having to constantly drop it to fight Warriors. That's a situation where you do have some benefit from just sort of flooding in as fast as possible, regardless. Just play that keep away for as long as you possibly can. Realistically, you could have taken it, whether Whimsy or Tyra, and just tucked tail and held on the ball as long as they could. Let your teammate help out, but sometimes you feel like you can't do that.
Yeah.
Here we are, though. Round number 2. Bonds flipped around. And it's really kind of interesting to look at some of these stats, especially in the Slay department. You have Whimsy just showing out in general. 26 kills, 11 assists, just leading the whole lobby. The next closest person is Crackdown over on the side of Warriors. But you see a lot more objective efficiency, honestly, out of Warriors for the softball. Despite Whimsy's slaying prowess. They're just overall, Warriors have a much more even kind of stat line here.
Yeah, right now
more assists. Actually, on the side of We Get Wiped, was about to make a little bit of an error. That's my bad. But despite the better assists, despite Whimsy popping off, it doesn't seem like We Get Wiped is able to really get hold of the ball right now. It's in the hands of Benjo Stark currently, who is leading for ball time on We Get Wiped. But Warriors has been, thus far, having their number in this game type.
Yeah, it feels like Warriors have been very methodical with their oddball time. Right now we're seeing We Get Wipes bring it back a little bit. They'll be able to get a couple more extra seconds on that ball if they clear out gold. They do 2 kills in the pocket for Benjo Stark, maybe even 3. Nope, nope, nope. They decide to stay alive because they feel the shots coming in from Crozon, and I can just see every player in this game just leaning into their monitor, becoming their monitor right now. I know we all know the saying before, I'm one with the force is with me. I'm one with the monitor is with me. Especially if it's a Zowie. All right, no sponsorship. I've been wanting to say that,
Oh,
but
Flaky, almost.
he almost gets
Or
hit
if you
with
want
the
to hit him
teammate.
with the OGH2 reference, they're like fear itself. They're sticking their nose right into the TV.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's me showing my age once again.
Not at all. Not
But-
at all. Not at all.
Warriors, though, just rotating this ball, keeping it away from we get wiped. Always what you want to see if you're in the lead, not what you want to see if you're outside the league, because you're getting that anxiety like, shoot, we need to get this ball now. And it is in the hands of Benjo, who has been doing pretty much all the ball holding for, as I say that, hands it off to Whimsy. I wouldn't do that.
Ball dropped.
I wouldn't do that. Whimsy is popping off. I would honestly just say, here, Whimsy, get the shock rifle, slay it out. Let me keep holding the ball here.
Enemy has the ball.
I think
Yeah,
that
and
kind
that's-
of came back to bite him, because all dead for a second, all back in the hands of Warriors.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean about that oddball being a little bit more methodical with the plays they're generating with that objective from Warriors. It feels like they have a strategy behind when they pick it up, when they decide to play it. They're able to get about 30 seconds, maybe 20 with each hold. But truly, for we get wiped, it feels like they just kind of let the closest player grab it, not too much thinking. Okay, we see the opportunity, let's go get it. And it might pay off here. They might be able to bring it back. They are making things competitive once again. The lead is within 20. So slowly but surely, they just need to get a couple slays here. They got 1. Oh, they almost get a second, but no, everybody decides to play their life for a second. Smart plays out of them, because with each second they extend their lives, that's more time on the objective, controlling that objective as a team. Love to see that. Benjo Stark with the oddball is able to pick it up again, and now they take the lead. It feels like the game, frankly, is coming to them, and they're just reacting, and Warriors are being proactive. But hey, when it works, don't fix it. Right now it's working to almost tie this game up to one round each.
This goal setup has kind of just come down to doing a much better job now with this particular setup of helping each other out, and also, more importantly, keeping Benjo Stark alive with 109 points for the ball. Just can't be unhappy with that. But, wow, Whimsy staying alive, getting that crucial kill, but Chocolate now has the ball for Warriors. And hey, Warriors can still take this. If they can demonstrate the same efficiency that they've been doing as, wow, Tyra hits that 5 shot in the back of the head.
Enemy has the ball.
Takes down Chocolate, grabs, looks like she had the ball for just a second, but Whimsy picking it up. He's like, yeah, I can do more than just slay. I'll get a little bit of ball time on the clock, and we have a tie now. This really is going to go the distance. As we go into round 3.
Sí, el partido de Oddball está empatado 1-1. Los dos equipos están jugando muy bien. All right, enough of that. HCS MX. All right, right now, a battle right at the start at bottom. White Crackdown is able to clean up the damage that I believe Flaky put into their teammate, or the opposing team, excuse me, and about 20 seconds or so being drained right off that clock before anybody is able to even consider grabbing that oddball. Slowly but surely, everybody is just prioritizing their positioning. I like this out of Saigo 4K, saying, hey, let's just go into A. Let's see what we can create by dominating the Whirlpool area. Takes the 1v2, but somehow, some way finds Whimsy to help them out. Whimsy, just with a life-saving play right there, does surrender their life, but it should be able to create an opportunity for their team to at least control the spawns here. And then slowly but surely grab that oddball.
Here we are, Benjo start 111 points with the ball, just making me happy. I always love it when someone do it all. Get the slays, get some good assists,
Enemy has the ball.
get good ball time. What could you ask for? We could ask for Crozen getting right up in the face of Saigo, 4K, getting the beat down.
Ball drop.
Warriors the first on the board
Enemy has
for
the
the
ball.
third time in a row now. As Tyra and Benjo try and make their way up to gold stairs, they're going to run into Chocolate. Will Chocolate be able to pick up a kill on both of them? Oh, they are staying alive, and it looks like Chocolate has gone down. He's melted, like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Right now, we do see 22 seconds being grabbed by Warriors, who do a great job of just playing that ball into no man's land. That's what I love to see right there. Chocolate taking the engagement to the player at that Needles spawn. Saigo cleans up Chocolate, so a great team play coming out of We Get Wiped. They have a great opportunity to bring things back here. 2v2
Smoke
on
and
the
everything,
map.
the back smack.
Yeah.
Sorry to jump over you, but
No, please do, please do.
that was a great play out of Saigo 4K. And I'm also just going to shout out Whimsy.
Ball drop.
Just keeps on keeping on. 41 kills at this point, 21 assists as well.
Ball drop.
By far leading everybody else in the lobby in terms of slays and assists. And even actually doesn't have the least deaths, but has less deaths than anybody on Warriors, so
Ball drop.
can't be unhappy with that.
Enemy has the ball.
And there's 42 with Whimsy. He does not care. He's sliding at these people on Warriors
Oh.
like there's just he's getting paid to do it. As he gets up to 44 now. Good lord. Seen a
You know what-
masterclass on his part.
You know what's better than playing for money? Playing for passion. Am I right? Am I right? No? Okay, only one.
Hey, yeah, that is very true. But
Enemy has the ball.
certainly he's got the passion down pat. Gets the ball over to Tyra. Tyra's finding somebody over at looks like C plat. I wonder if Whimsy knows about the person who is bottom control. It's just chilling down there. Yep, and there it is. They went up top all of a sudden. Frozen trying to stay alive, does not
Enemy
succeed.
has the ball. Ball drop.
There's Crackdown with the ball. There's third player. It looks like it's
Enemy has the ball.
all dead as Blakey goes down. And we get wiped on this Hydro setup. And Whimsy just keeps trying to add on more kills.
Enemy
He's up to
halfway
47 now. I'm
victory.
wondering if we're going to see a 50 bomb out of this man.
Ball out of bounds.
I'm sure
Don't
he's,
jinx it.
In.
I'm
Don't
sure
jinx
he's looking at his death cam, looking at C flat like, oh, let me spawn in. Let me spawn in at a good angle and I can get these
Enemy has
people.
the ball. Ball drop.
Yeah.
Right now, this should be decent opportunity for Warriors to be able to rotate that ball to where they want to hold it to get comfortable. Whimsy, like a shark, smelling blood in the water, takes out Crozon. I really have a lot of respect for Crozon, but right now Whimsy is just making them their
He's just
their
kind of
son.
having his way with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole-
truly. With everybody, not just singling out Crozon there, but Crackdown is at least able to tame the beast for just a second. Saigon takes out Crackdown. It's a 2v2. Shock rifles in the hands of 4K. Let's see if they're able to pop off with this. Frankly, a little bit unexpected here. We get wiped with a 50-second lead, almost 50-second lead. What comes to mind, Frenetic?
Enemy
Well,
has the
with
ball.
the way that Whimsy has been slaying out, it's making it actually really hard at this point for Warriors. They are being more methodical, I would say, overall, but it's kind of hard to get ball time when you're all constantly dying for one guy. And here he comes again. Oh, no, that was not Whimsy, that was Saigo. Whimsy, though, picks up kill number 50, and here's the ball now in his hands as well. He's trying to pad his stats just a little bit.
Enemy team
50
nearing
kills, 24
ball
assists,
drop. Enemy has the ball.
picking up more and more ball time. We're fixing to see this game number 3 go in the way of we
Enemy
get
has the
wiped.
ball.
It's, it's a little bit too little too late here for any kind of push out of Warriors, especially with Whimsy just, like I said, having his way. He's like, yeah, I have enough kills. I can let my teammates get them. Here we go, though. 51 kills out of Whimsy and 2-1 victory for...
Rosa now on the perspective, takes the first bullet shot in the map. Let's see who goes down first. Flaky with the first blood onto Saigo. Whimsy just playing their life at S4. It's going to be a great opportunity for the squad in red to grab that active camo. They do get the hill, and with that, the camo and shock rifle should be going into the hands of Warriors.
That they do. I don't like putting the camo in the hill, I would say. Just the fact that that camouflage can be used in so many other ways than just getting a little time on the board. That said, can't argue with results here. Crackdown, staying alive in the hill. It's Whimsy really weak in U-turn as well, and our player weak on Prius. Doesn't seem that they were able to convert on either of those. And honestly, that kind of just gets back to what I was about to say. Don't like the camo on the hill, because that camo could be doing so many other things than just sitting still and getting time. And like, there's times to put it in there. If you're trying to contest really sneakily, great time. But otherwise, I would say have someone swap out with you, get in a better position with that camo so you can spot out enemy pushes and put shots and play sneaky like you normally would.
Yeah. And I do see a great push to take control of that hill for a split second. 3 down for Cobra as we see we get wiped, able to control the hill. All Warriors need is one good push. The spawns are called out by the squad in blue, so this is going to get a little tricky. If anybody dies, come up in time. Flaky goes down, and that should be a great opportunity for the squad in blue to control this first point and score. Let's just make sure I don't jinx it. There it is, and they're already on their way to rotate the repulse. I'm not sure what that repulse was, but I'll let it fly. I'll let it fly. The spawns for Warriors are called out immediately as Crackdown says, hey, I'm gonna peek that. Crozen says, oh, well, I guess I'll help you. The repulse jump pushes out 2 players from the squad in red from the point, but it's not enough. The team play is just there for Warriors, but they need to just turn around and get shots fired to where we get wiped for spawning in.
And I love the cover that was being taken by Crackdown, the way that he was fighting that. So many people, you know, just all over the place, they would have challenged out and fought people coming in from Flowers. It's kind of the natural thing to do, but I like the fact that Crackdown just laid his life there, let his teammate fight out, helped out when he could. Speaking of helping out, I'm just going to point out too, Whimsy, 10 assists. He's like, well, you know, I did a 50 bomb the other game, so I want to try a 50 assist bomb, possibly. Maybe we see that. That'd be kind of crazy. But Tyra, about to get this kill number 2 before we get wiped. Just hear the steppy step above. Does not pick up either of those people in yard. On board flaking now. Let's see if Warriors can get a hill on the board here. They have thus far gotten a fair bit of time, not yet gotten any actual hill points on the board. They've also not gotten control of the camo. Both camos thus far have gone in the hands of We Get Wiped. So this next one comes up in the next 5 seconds here. Let's see if maybe flaking. Never mind, Caster's Curse. But 3 down for We Get Wiped, and Crackdown moving for this camouflage, picks it up. The Warriors looking pretty good here for this hill. Looks like they may be able to take it.
Ooh, nice double kill right there, maybe even a triple.
Not really in the best position to even try and contest this. You have Tyra spawning over at glass, going to light rifle. You have, like, yep, that's Whimsy. Staying alive at bottom mid with the shock rifle. Not for very long, though. And Warriors is going to be on the board now. 2-1.
Yeah, it feels like in Solitude, King of the Hill, you can be as dominant as you want, but the opposing team always gets one here. This is a great opportunity for we get wiped to slow things down, control the pace of the map once again, get a couple slays, and then get on the point. But right there, Flaky and company do a great job of just working together. Teamwork, teamwork, teamwork. Both teams have been really good with that. They've had their moments where they could be a little bit more cohesive, but I feel like they've learned quickly and improved upon their strategy mid-game, which is really impressive. 3 down for Warriors, so the squad in blue will be able to grab more time on this hill. This is what I'm predicting, is that, or what I was thinking when I started speaking, is that you can be really dominant, but the team always gets one, and then you'll see the game end in like a 4-1, maybe a 4-2. So right now, we get wiped. Playing this patiently, Tyra, she's able to get some great damage to control that point with the help of her team. Crozon is the last one up, but we get wiped. Know where they need to look so that they can get wiped.
They can do the wiping possibly, as Benjo Stark leading the lobby currently with 15 kills. He's like, well, you know, let my teammates do it. Now it's my turn. As he burns that trust, gets camouflage again, or we get wiped. And looks like we get wiped, about to go up 3-1 in just a second here. We have camo snipe now in the hands of Benjo Stark, and just I love the patience. I love not wasting the snipe as well when you do that. Just give him the back smack, as T Squared would say.
Man, I need to catch up. I need to know the lore. I gotta.
Oh, come on, you need
some more.
to know T Squared.
I know T Square. I gotta watch some more Nico streams. I haven't seen him stream in a while. I gotta. But jokes. I know T Square.
3-1.
Yeah.
Currently in favor of we get wiped. They're trying to close this out. Warriors holding the hill right now, though. Flaky and Crackdown doing their level best to stay alive, but Flaky just gets instantly melted. Whimsy goes down. Daigo and Benjo trying to push this hill. Daigo not gonna succeed, unfortunately. Unfortunately, if you're Warriors, or we get wiped, sorry. Fortunately, if you are Warriors, as you're able to put a little more time on the board here.
Yeah, with how they're playing, like they are, well, Warriors will be able to take control of this point. It's going to be a 3-2, and if they get the next point, I frankly doubt it, but if they surprise me and get this next point, things are going to get really, really, really tricky. 4 down, 4 we get wiped, because that's going to be a sticky situation. Great slays out of Flaky. Everybody is just super aware with the spawns. This is definitely year 4 of Halo Infinite. We played this map in game mode so many times, even if it wasn't released in day 1. By the time it came out, we were just starving for new content. We just said, you know what, let's just play.
We were. It's like,
okay,
fine, another map remake from a previous Halo. Okay, fine. Fine, I guess. But it's
give it to me.
Grown.
Give it to me. Yeah, it's a good map. Right now, let's see if we get wiped. We'll be able to clutch up here. They're prioritizing the slays. They have 2 minutes on that clock left for them to win, and a decent little chunk of time already out of the hill.
Hanging on to the teeniest little shred of and using the lamppost for cover.
Insane.
Gotta love that.
Yeah.
I also love the fact that he's living not going ape for the hill, just doing their best to stay alive. And wow, the camo eyes from the no, Crozon with the ninja. I am sorry we had to show that happening to you, man. Flaky though, doing best to stay alive.
Yeah. Saigo goes down. Benjo at Silo. Whimsy trying to get some shots from that driveway area situation. Ends up in a trade for both teams. It's a 2v3 now. It's a 3v3 now. 4v3 as I'm trying to keep up with that scoreboard. It's been a while. The perfect no scope is just insane. We're seeing some great plays. Thank you for mentioning that movement tech we saw, but this should go 3-3 now. A nice little comeback out of Warriors. They are really finding their momentum again. Things are getting a little a little scary for We Get Wiped, who probably don't want to go to a game 5, even though they won the Slayer in game 2.
Enemy team nearing victory.
All right.
Enemy team took the
That-
hill. Enemy
Getting into the
team
last
scored.
hill now,
Hill
or we get wiped.
Hill ready.
If I'm We Get Wiped, I want to end this right now. They're in a good position to do so. They're going to get the camo player. They have control of yard. Frozen grabs the camo. Will he stay alive with it? That's the question. Picks up a kill on Whimsy.
This is just a money hill. Like in yard, it's just so clutch right now. They are able to take it over. Warriors do have an opportunity here, but they cannot let this setup break. They have to be ruthless with it. Saigo goes down. Whimsy hits Crackdown. So now it's time to just make sure you don't get average, to be completely honest. Whimsy is going to go down here. It's going to go down. It's going to go down. Does go down. Crow's unable to clutch up here. That
we
that
go.
ninja definitely
though.
frustrating them.
And Frozen stays alive. Benjo, Tyra, Whimsy, though, all coming in. Basically just going to come down to one, maybe two more pushes from either team.
Let's see. 10 seconds remain. Will the respawns come up fast enough? Because this might be the game 4 going in favor of Warriors. I think we were all a little bit like,
Wow.
oh, GG's.
I don't know.
Oh, that's it.
That's
Oh my God.
insane. And we are to a
Jesus.
game 5.
Right now, we're on the perspective of the legendary Tyra Snipes, who immediately picks up that BR, and with the M&K is just trying to get some long distance damage onto Crowzone right now. What else do you see, Frenetic?
Oh, Tyra Snipes living up to her name. Just supposed to sniper rifle she's going to get on this map. Lakey, though, getting away with the camouflage. Let's see if he stays alive. And he does. Makes Benjo pay for the pursuit. 4-2 in favor of Warriors. Soon to be tied here. If We Get Wiped has anything to say about it. 3 people over at Yellow Fridge side. And Tyra and one of her teammates trapped up in Yellow Base. As We Get Wiped takes the lead 5-4.
Yeah. A great opportunity here. We did in game 2. I do want to remind people that maybe weren't here during that game 2. We Get Wiped. The squad in blue were able to win it. They were down like 7-0 to start, and yet they still came back to win it. So right now they're feeling confident. 9-4. They got to make sure they don't make the mistakes that Warriors, the squad in red, made when they had the lead. Just stay dominant. Make sure you don't give up even a single teammate to the death screen here. Take advantage of a map like Aquarius where you just know for a fact where they're going to spawn. It's not like Streets where those spawns are a little wonky. Of course, sometimes it might be a little weird, but for the most part, it's really dominant. Right now, Tyra Snipes still on her perspective. 14-7 with 10.5 minutes remaining. What comes to mind for Nick?
Oh, Tyra has not died yet. Master's Curse has not yet come into play for her. She's doing a good job staying alive in the base, being a total pest for Warriors. 15-9 currently. Crackdown trying to make this work. And it looks like we have a player from Warriors at top middle trying to get this camouflage that's coming up. But I think they were able to get away with it. But I don't
I'm not
see
sure.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah,
17-11 though.
I'm not either.
Right now, Stark hits the floor. Saigo also drops a great double kill out of Chocolate to bring the lead within 5 kills. 18-13 with 9 minutes remaining here. Slowly but surely, this is a pretty fast-paced Slayer. I know it's not the fastest, but I think it's a faster pace than we usually see in these game 5s.
That it is. Right now, though, Chocolate trying to test in the teammate's bangs, picks up on Saigo, does not get the second kill on Benjo.
Yeah,
I don't know.
21 to
Tell me
20 here.
what you're seeing, Jason.
Yeah. Sounds good. 21 to 20 here with things being so close. We get wiped, able to just hold on to their lead. Barely though. Things are still are now tied, excuse me. But like I mentioned, we get wiped, able to hold on to their lead. Benjo Stark gets the assist, 8, 5, and 6 here with a great performance to lead their team in the kills department. Those nades, I don't think they connected. Chocolate is blinking. Benjo Stark immediately does drop just because they were a little aggressive and a teammate in red was able to help out Chocolate, if I'm not mistaken. The active camo is at top mid, 26 to 25 now with 8 minutes now on the clock. I know I keep saying that, but I'm genuinely just looking at the time left because it feels like every second is vitally important. The trades at that yellow fridge, 28 to 28. We're about to get to that halfway mark, and just like that, Warriors take the lead. They're up by 2 now. Will this be another Slayer in which the momentum shifts later in the game? Oh, sounds good. Seems like we're having some technical issues with Frenetic, so I'm glad it wasn't on my end. Glad he got the short end of the stick. No, I'm joking. That's unfortunate, but I'm here. Close things out whenever Frenetic is back in. Please let me know. But 33 to 32 here with 7 minutes on that clock. Let's see as I'm rubbing my hand, saying I got the microphone here. I can be selfish. The double kill. Flaky is able to connect with 2 slays. That lead extends to 3, but then Flaky is immediately taken down. Saigo cannot connect. 6, 5, and 11. That's not a stat you want to have in the game 5. Gotta take care of each life. They really are at that death allowance a lot of people like to talk about at that Slayer. They're already at their limit. They cannot drop another time if they want to come out the victors here. I like that 3-man push at car 2. The 2-man push into yellow. Util does not succeed. I like that. What is that? Chocolate? No, that's Crowson deciding to say, hey, let me wait for my teammates. The nades do connect. That lead is in favor of that team in red. Still cracked down. Throws a nade, doesn't connect, says, hey, let me be patient here. But eventually, everybody in the lobby is hitting the floor. A double kill for Flaky to clutch up. That lead stays strong at 1. 41 to 41. As I say that, Whimsy hits Chocolate with a nade off screen. Slowly but surely, it's still tied. But now we get wiped, are able to take the lead once again. And they maintain it 43 to 44 in favor of the squad in blue as things are getting close. If Delta was here, our resident European caster in the HRL, he would say it's squeaky bum time, because it is indeed Flaky now at that blue U, trying to sniff out another extra player. Benjo Stark does not know where Flaky is. Instead finds 2 players in the back blue. 47, 48, 45 now. 3 down for Warriors as we see chaos unfold at that blue side of the map. Tyra Snipes with 14, 6, and 13, while Benjo Stark with 17, 10, and 11, and the final kill, 50 to 47. We get